All right, so Brian Ortega was at UFC Lincoln this weekend. He was cornering, who was he cornering? John Tuck. He was cornering John Tuck, but he got an interview in with whoever, all the MMA outlets. And basically, he said, about the fight against Max Holloway, he said it's not confirmed. It's not completely confirmed at the moment, but the UFC did hit him up about the fight. They asked him about it for the end of the year card, and he said, yeah. He said he's just waiting to hear back to see what Max Holloway says, how he's feeling. Max Holloway, has had 3 fights that he was supposed to be in that he couldn't fight. Was it 3 fights? Was it 3 fights? Yeah, I believe it was 3 fights. It was him versus Brian Ortega, him versus Khabib, and then the fight with him and Frankie Edgar. 3 fights that he's had to pull out of back to back to back. So I'm guessing that they're just kind of in talks right now to see if Max Holloway is healthy enough to be able to even get back in the octagon. He's saying that he's healthy. It seems like he's healthy. It seems like he's back. He's feeling himself. But the thing is, we know that these guys will push themselves beyond themselves. And they're doing it for greatness, but sometimes there's a barrier there. There's just a brick wall right there in front of you, and there's nothing that you can do about that. Health. Your mind is a lot stronger than your body is. It's just the truth. Your mind is a lot stronger than your body is, but sometimes your body keys the brain in. The body lets the brain in on the conversation every once in a while and says, look, just shut down, because the mind isn't listening right now. Just brain shut down, body shut down. Now what can you do? All right, now what can you do, basically? So that's basically what happened to Max Holloway. He's just been unhealthy. He's just been unhealthy. So hopefully he is back in business. Hopefully he's back to whatever percentage makes him feel like 100%. Hopefully he's back to that plus 10%. Plus 10%. I really want to see this fight. This is one of those authentic UFC MMA juggernaut fights, like an authentic one where 2 opponents, both of them have earned their right. Max Holloway has earned his right to be champion. Brian Ortega has earned his right to fight for the championship belt and to fight the champion. This is real MMA fighting right here. One guy, undefeated BJJ specialist. The other guy, not undefeated necessarily, but he has been through the trenches. I believe that he is like 10-0 in his last 10 fights. I believe he's won like 10 fights maybe 13. Maybe like 12 fights in a row. Max Holloway. This guy has just been absolutely lethal, man. I think that this is a great fight. 2 young guys at the top of their game. Everybody was gutted when the fight didn't happen, when it didn't go down. And, I was a little bit pissed that Brian Ortega just didn't take the fight with Jeremy Stephens. And that's just because I would have rather seen one of the guys than see none of the guys. And I personally didn't think that anything would happen to Brian Ortega in the Jeremy Stephens fight. But, the thing is, he might have been right about it. He might have been pretty right about it. He might have been right in saying that anything can happen in the octagon. He may win the fight, but now he's injured. He can't fight for 6 months or some crazy stuff like that. So, in hindsight, he made the right decision. It was a balance between business, body, health, and the fight. It was a balance between those 3 things, and he did make the right choice. And, Brian Ortega is such a nice guy. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Just keep being upset with him? He was in the interview like, I know people were upset with me about that, and all I can say is I'm sorry, but when I fight Max Holloway, I'm going to make it up to you. That was bone chilling, man. I was like, I think that he might just wrap Max Holloway up, man. Wrap him up in something stupid. I think he actually might wrap him up in some stupid BJJ hold. Just one of those brilliant finishes. You know, it made me think that. But now Max Holloway is a tough dude. That's a tough boy right there. So it's just, this fight is the only fight that matters. I understand we've got big Hollywood stars and Conor McGregor, and apparently they're trying to act like Khabib is a Hollywood star of MMA, yada yada. We've got all of these guys with the limelight, but I don't care about the limelight. Give me that dim light in a dusty basement. I want that type of fight. A real fight. Anyways, I'm glad that Brian Ortega went ahead and shined a little bit of light on the situation. You know, he did say that they're in talks. He said that he feels confident that the fight's going to be made. He does feel like he hasn't spoken to Max Holloway, but he feels like Max Holloway is healthy in terms of, you know, like his Instagram and kind of just getting back out there. So he said, you know, the guy obviously is probably going to want to get back and just have a little bit of fun, smile a little bit, and then he thinks that he's going to be ready to get back into camp real soon. And I think so too. And I think we all want to see this fight right here. We all want to see this one. This is like a fight of the year type of fight. Really is. Anyways, guys, I want to say thank you to whoever. I was checking my analytics on the channel, and somebody has been sharing my videos on, every once in a while they share my videos on their Facebook. I don't know who's doing it, but thank you so much for doing it. It does bring a lot of views to the channel, and I really appreciate it. Also, I appreciate everybody who hits the thumbs up button. I appreciate all the subscribers. Shout out to Channel MMA family. And if you're not part of the team yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know, go on ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button while you're at it. Thanks.